Hey, we'll talk about military cannons, evolution from WWII to today, the thunder that shaped warfare. Imagine this, the deafening roar of a cannon firing, the ground trembling beneath your feet as a shell hurtles through the air toward its target. For centuries, cannons have been the backbone of artillery, delivering devastating blows on battlefields and shaping the course of wars. But how did these mighty weapons evolve from the clunky field guns of World War II to the precision-guided, high-tech marvels of today? Let's take a journey through time and uncover the story of military cannons, the thunder that has echoed across history. To understand modern cannons, we need to rewind to World War II, a time when artillery was king. During this conflict, cannons were the workhorses of land warfare, providing firepower for infantry, destroying fortifications, and supporting armored assaults. Here's what defined the era. Field guns like the American M1 150mm Howitzer and German 88mm Flak gun dominated battlefields. These versatile weapons could fire shells over long distances, hitting targets behind enemy lines or taking out tanks. The 88mm in particular became legendary for its dual role as an anti-aircraft and anti-tank gun. As tanks became more prevalent, militaries developed self-propelled artillery, cannons mounted on tracked vehicles. Examples include the US M7 Priest, which combined mobility with firepower, allowing artillery units to keep pace with advancing troops. This innovation marked a shift toward integrating cannons into mobile warfare strategies. Despite their effectiveness, WWII-era cannons had significant drawbacks: limited range compared to modern standards, reliance on manual aiming and targeting, making them less accurate, and vulnerability to counter-battery fire due to slow setup times. By the end of the war, it was clear that cannons needed to evolve to meet the demands of future conflicts. After WWII, advancements in technology transformed cannons into more sophisticated and lethal weapons. The Cold War era saw rapid developments in artillery systems, driven by the need for greater range, accuracy, and versatility. New propellants and improved barrel designs extended the range of cannons. Weapons like the Soviet 2S-1 Gvozdika and NATO's M109 Paladin pushed the boundaries of how far artillery could reach, enabling armies to strike deep behind enemy lines without exposing themselves to direct combat. One of the most significant breakthroughs was the development of guided projectiles. Systems like the US Copperhead laser-guided shell allowed cannons to hit moving or hard-to-reach targets with unprecedented accuracy. No longer were cannons limited to area bombardment. They could now deliver surgical strikes. Self-propelled howitzers gained traction as the preferred platform for modern artillery. Vehicles like the German PZH-2000 combined heavy firepower with advanced armor, protecting crews while maintaining mobility. This made cannons integral to mechanized and armored divisions. Fast forward to today, and military cannons have become technological masterpieces. Advances in electronics, materials science, and ammunition design have turned them into precision instruments, capable of dominating modern battlefields. Modern cannons are equipped with cutting-edge fire control systems that use GPS, radar, and drones to identify and engage targets automatically. For example, the Swedish Archer system, mounted on a wheeled chassis, can deploy, fire, and relocate within minutes, minimizing exposure to counterfire. The South Korean K9 Thunder integrates real-time battlefield data, allowing commanders to adjust trajectories mid-flight for maximum impact. Range is no longer a limitation for modern cannons. Weapons like the US XM1 TIL-99 Extended Range Cannon Artillery, ERCA, can fire shells up to 70 kilometers, thanks to rocket-assisted projectiles and longer barrels. Some experimental systems even aim for ranges exceeding 100 kilometers. Today's cannons aren't just about blowing things up, they're multi-role platforms. Many can launch guided missiles, deploy smoke screens, or provide illumination rounds. This flexibility makes them invaluable assets in diverse combat scenarios. Several countries lead the way in designing and producing state-of-the-art cannons. The U.S. remains a leader in artillery innovation, with programs like the M109A7 Paladin and the aforementioned ARCA system. Emphasis is placed on integrating cannons into network-centric warfare, ensuring seamless communication between units. Germany's Rheinmetall produces some of the world's best artillery systems, including the PZH-2000, renowned for its accuracy, rate of fire, and reliability. It's used by multiple NATO allies and serves as a benchmark for modern howitzers. Russia continues to innovate with systems like the Tu-35 Koalitsiya SV, featuring automated loading mechanisms and advanced targeting capabilities. Moscow prioritizes massed firepower, leveraging cannons in large-scale conflicts. China's People's Liberation Army, PLA fields advanced cannons like the PLZ-05, capable of launching guided munitions and operating in harsh environments. Beijing views artillery as a key component of its asymmetric warfare strategy. Despite their advancements, modern cannons face several challenges in the 21st century. Enemy forces increasingly rely on drones and radar to locate and destroy artillery positions quickly. Heavier cannons offer better protection and firepower but sacrifice mobility, making them harder to deploy in rugged terrain. Developing and maintaining cutting-edge cannons is expensive, straining defense budgets worldwide. Long-range precision missiles often compete with cannons for funding in battlefield roles, raising questions about their continued relevance. Looking ahead, the evolution of cannons shows no signs of slowing down. Emerging technologies promise to push their capabilities even further. Imagine a cannon firing hypersonic projectiles capable of reaching Mach 5+ speeds. Such systems could revolutionize artillery by combining the affordability of traditional cannons with the speed and lethality of hypersonic missiles. While still experimental, railgun technology offers the potential for cannons to fire projectiles at extreme velocities using electromagnetic force. If perfected, railguns could render conventional cannons obsolete. Artificial intelligence will play a growing role in artillery operations. Autonomous cannons could process battlefield data, prioritize targets, and execute firing missions faster than human operators ever could. Future cannons may incorporate directed energy components, such as lasers or microwave emitters, to disable enemy drones or electronics alongside traditional kinetic strikes. From the thunderous booms of WWII Howitzers to the silent precision of guided munitions, cannons have continually adapted to meet the demands of modern warfare. They've evolved from simple tube and barrel designs to complex tech-laden systems capable of shaping battles in ways unimaginable just decades ago. As technology marches forward, cannons will undoubtedly remain a cornerstone of military power. Whether they're raining shells on distant targets, launching hypersonic projectiles, or integrating AI-driven automation, these weapons prove that the thunder of artillery isn't fading, it's evolving. So, what do you think? Will cannons continue to dominate battlefields, or will newer technologies render them relics of the past? Either way, one thing is certain. The legacy of the cannon will endure, echoing through the annals of warfare for generations to come. What's your favorite moment in cannon history, or your vision for their future? Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts.